one thing that the Trump trial taught us is that there is no longer law and justice in this country. In a city that's not even convicted a single murderer of anything in the last year, has now convicted Trump over something that's never been, and no one's ever been convicted of in their entire lives. And a president of all things. There's no such thing as law and order in this country anymore. I'm going to start a new series on my channel where I take people who've committed crimes or allegedly committed crimes and I judge them based on the evidence. Because I am a more commonsensical judge than every judge on this planet. Besides Matt Walsh. He's the best. He's the king. So who better to charge with crimes today than, what's her name? Natalie Reynolds. She's an OnlyFans harlot who just makes garbage content on YouTube, which should be a crime in of itself. But sadly it's not, and I can't charge her with that today. I'm going to take what she does, that are actual crimes, and I am going to convict her and give her a sentence for each and every crime. Let's get into it. So, the first crime that she stands accused of and guilty of, because I saw the evidence and she's guilty, 45 counts of public indecency. I went through all of her videos, which is actual torture, and I should be able to sue just for having done it.
Take a deep breath. Calm your mind. You know what's best. And what's best is you comply. Compliance will be rewarded.
She has been caught 45 separate times between her TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter going in public with indecent clothing. And I'm not just talking if she's at the beach. Okay, if she's at the beach, whatever she wears, as long as she's not naked, would not be considered public indecency because the context of a beach. But no, she'll be at a grocery store in like a bikini or in a thong, which is gross. Oh my gosh, there's too many. So she stands accused of 45 counts of that. Now, the one defense I could see for this reasonably is that it's less counts of public indecency because some of the videos could have been recorded on the same day. But I would argue not, because you can't. But I would argue not, because you can't prove to me that those videos were recorded on the same day. Here you have multiple videos recorded of you doing something. Unless you have the video file still on your phone or on whatever you recorded them on that show the date that they were recorded, you can't prove to me that they were recorded on the same day. So she will stand tried and guilty of 45 counts of public indecency. We're going to move on. This is a popular one. Public nudity. She was literally nude in public. She went to a gym naked. Now, it wasn't like she was just walking around with her shirt off and her pants off. Just walking around. She painted her body so you couldn't notice she was nude. And then she walked around a gym naked with a painted body. And she was also sexually harassing men at the gym, which that'll be the next crime we're going to convict her of. So yeah, public nudity. She is also found guilty of that. Sexual harassment, 40 counts. Yeah, 40 counts. She has been caught sexually harassing people 40 times on her own videos. And this is just her video. And who knows what she even does outside of her videos. I don't even want to know. But the idea that she sexually harassed 40 people on video and decided to upload that video, I will find her guilty of all 40 counts of sexual assault as well. Or sexual harassment. Sexual assaults later.
Your slap. You just walked away.
Bro, I can't be doing this.
Why?
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 Take a look around, maybe. Context clues.
What? What context clues?
Looking every direction but where she's supposed to.
What?
I plead the fifth.
You plead the fifth?
Yeah.
7 counts of harassment. This is just when she's cursing at people, getting people's faces, chasing people around with a camera. I found her doing that 7 different times, and these are 7 different videos that she also posted of her doing this. So yes, that is 7 counts of that. So she's found guilty of 7 counts of that. Stealing a shopping cart and violating a shopping cart. So I'm going to combine these two. She stole a shopping cart, at least allegedly. There's a video of her in a shopping cart outside of a store perimeter. So I'm going to just charge her. There's no evidence that she stole it. But the idea that you're going to just hop in a shopping cart that you didn't steal and just start dancing in it and kind of weird. And I'm just going to charge you guilty for it anyways, because I'm a theocratic fascist, and that's just how this courtroom works. The law isn't real. Justice system isn't real. So I can just pretty much charge you for anything I want to anyway. That's how America works. And then 2 counts of violating a shopping cart. There's 2 examples of her wearing very limited clothing and her dancing around grinding on a shopping cart. Which, ew, I put my food there. Yeah, that 2 counts of violating a shopping cart. That's not a real law, I made it up, but like I said, the law isn't real anyway, so it doesn't matter. I can make up whatever law I want to. I made this one up too. Wearing overly sexual clothing in child-centric areas. There's videos of her wearing very revealing bikinis at playgrounds, swinging on swing sets. She was wearing a bikini or like a very limited amount of clothing on some little play ride. Like there's a train play ride and she was like on it with very limited clothing. So I'm going to charge her with that as well. 5 counts of that. Because that's nasty and you shouldn't. I think anytime you expose or promote kids to be sexual, that's pedophilia. Rewarding and encouraging children to watch porn. So there's many videos of her walking up to children wearing barely any clothes, which we'll get to later. She'll show them a picture of a porn star and go, "Hey, do you know this person?" And then the kid will go, "Yeah, I know who that is," because we live in a sad society where porn companies don't want to put age limits and age restrictions on porn websites because they're a bunch of satanic pedophiles. And if the kid wins the award, the prize, she walks around with them at a store and she buys them whatever they want while talking about their experiences watching the porn star. How long have you been watching the porn star? What do you do? That's weird, and you could even argue that's a pedophilia charge.
If you can name this actor, I'll buy whatever you want. Lana Rhodes. Lana Rhodes? Okay, I'll buy whatever you want. Where do you want to go?
But I just made that its own thing as well. Pedophilia. 4 counts of pedophilia. Yeah, just talking with kids sexually in general. I caught her doing that 4 times. Being around kids sexually, putting kids in sexual situations. She's even done the kiss or slap thing with a child, which is just nasty.
Kiss or slap?
I just want to hug.
If I was the parent and you did that to my kid, I probably would have broken your eye socket and sent you to the hospital. So yeah, pedophilia, 4 counts of that. I found 4 counts of her being pedophilic around kids. Sexual abuse of an animal. Yeah, I didn't think that was going to be on this. I'm honestly not surprised, but I did not think that would be a thing. But yeah, she caught a shark and then started to massage her vagina with it. I'm not kidding. She was like grinding on the shark that she caught. So I thought I'd make that sexual abuse of an animal and charge her with that. 2 counts of attempted murder. So this is the situation that influenced me to make this video. She was on camera. She offered a homeless person who is mentally ill $20 to jump in the water, and she said that she would jump in the water with her. And then the woman jumps in the water and she runs off and pretends that she didn't make the person jump in the water and doesn't give her the $20.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, like, they're all saying you're sexy and
really.
yeah, they're all saying W woman, she's thick as fuck. You should jump in the water to find it for me.
Well, why don't you jump in with me?
I'll give you $20.
$20?
Yeah, that's a W.
No,
That's a good deal.
Jump in with me.
$20.
Hot.
Yeah, so you go
No,
in.
you gotta go in.
You
with
go
me.
in. You try to find the
You
scanner.
said you're gonna jump in with me.
I'll jump in after you.
What? She's gonna kiss me. we're jumping together. And you? Because my feet were getting
You should
hot.
just jump in right
But
now.
I'm gonna jump in with my shoes on.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah. Ready? Oh! Wait, what? Did you see her ass? What? Oh,
You said it was okay.
You said you wanted to swim.
You told me to jump in.
I didn't tell you to jump in.
Yes, you did.
Just
You said you were gonna.
Thank you guys. We're gonna have you guys get out.
Wait, who is that? We should- I don't even...
I can't swim. I can only float.
Oh, she might literally die.
No, stop. Seriously, don't stop. Please, you're actually freaking me out. Oh, please.
The girl starts to drown. Mind you, some people run out to help the woman who's drowning. She walks off and runs away, flees the scene. The fire department was called. And this is actually documented. The fire department itself documented this. So yeah, she attempted to murder somebody. That's attempted murder. And the reason why I'm going to call it attempted murder is because she intentionally did that with no intent to help her. Meaning if those people were not there, it is very clear that she had no intent of saving her after she was... And nor would she, because she's like 87 pounds. I don't know what she's picking up. And the two dork boys that she has with her are probably not going to do anything either. They had no intent of helping her. It's very clear they had no intent, because as soon as she jumped in the water, they ran off. And that proves to me that they were going to run off regardless if people were there or not. So yeah, that's attempted murder. If those people weren't there to run out and try to help her, if the lifeguards weren't there to help her, she would have died. The second count of attempted murder, she shot at people with paintball guns without any protection. She was like walking around some trail and just started randomly shooting people with paintball guns, which, by the way, I dare you to do that in like Louisiana. Do that in like rural North Carolina. I dare you to go to some random campsite in North Carolina and just start shooting people with paintball guns. You will get your head blown off instantly.
Hey, bitch, that's assault. Hey, bitch, that's assault. And I don't have glasses on, that's against TOS.
I also counted that as assault as well, when she shot the guy with the paintball gun. And then the guy takes the paintball gun from her, because like I said, she's 87 pounds, so she's not really a resisting force.
Look at my arm, you psychotic whore. Band. Shoot me again, whore.
I will.
Bro, I will smack the dog
I wish you would.
if you try to fucking in my face one more time, retard. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, at least I got him in one shot.
Paul's house now. For a meeting, I suggest you be there. 20 minutes.
You're a psychopath. You did this on purpose.
Bro,
You knew what he was
hey,
signing
you're
up
old
for.
as You're a
Scavenger hunt, we're allowed to sabotage and you're being a pussy.
She threatens him with violence again. She's like, get your hands off me, I'm going to shoot you with this again. So that's another charge. So we're going to add all these up at the end to see what we got. So right now, just for violence, we have 2 counts of attempted murder, 1 count of assault, 1 count of threatening violence, and then the next one we have encouraging violence. So there's another video where they're doing drive-bys with paintball guns. Remember, no one has eye protection, by the way. And paintball's her, dude. Paintballs can easily break bone. She was encouraging it. She was like cheering the guy on, laughing about it. She was in the backseat of the car, like the typical dude. I think it's very weird how many guys she hangs around. Just very odd.
Oh, dude.
So next charge, fleeing the scene of a crime. She did that 3 separate times. She's been caught fleeing the scene of a crime on 3 separate occasions. Like I said, that's just on film. That's just recording a video. Actually, I would argue, you could realistically argue that any time she left any of these situations is fleeing the scene of a crime, because all of these times are crimes. All of these things that she's done are crimes. But no, these are just like the big crimes, like the attempted murder when she ran away from that situation.
Chase. Go. Go, 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 go. The cops are coming. Close the door. Just.
And then last two go hand in hand. She's also found guilty of faking an emergency and kidnapping. So she did a kidnapping prank where she made a big van that said free candy on it. And she had kids go into that van. And then the police were called, obviously, because that's concerning. And, you know, human trafficking isn't funny, you moron.
Okay. Oh, my foot. Oh, okay. Get out of the car. I'm getting out. Get out. Get out of the car. Oh my God, Get on the ground.
Now, hands up, hands up.
No, wait, sorry. Get on the ground. Get out of the car now.
Okay.
Get on the ground.
Okay.
Get out of the car.
I'm getting out.
He faking an emergency. Alright, guys, I'll be back with my verdict. You may be seated. So, after a nice and long debrief, I have now came to my conclusion. For the 45 count of public indecency, after the first count of it, it becomes a felony in the state of California. So she will be forced to register as a sex offender. She'll be paying $440,000 in fines, and she'll be spending 135 years in a state prison for her crimes. I'm adding all of them together, all 45 counts in one, so that's why it's so much. Public nudity is a lot less than I thought it would be, so it's 6 months in jail plus a $1,000 fine. Sexual harassment, this I cannot convict you of because it is a civil suit, which means that the person who you sexually harassed, sexual harassment, the person you sexually harassed must come to me first before anything can happen. I can't do that because you didn't sexually harass me, so I can't charge you for that. Harassment, 7 years in jail and $10,000 in crime or fines. Because you have 7 counts of that, it's 1 year for every harassment charge. Stealing a shopping cart will get you 1 year in jail and then $1,000 fine. And violating the shopping cart will cost you, violating the shopping cart, meaning you dirtied it, you're going to have to replace both shopping carts that you violated, and they both cost $1,060. So that's your charge. Wearing overly sexual clothes in a kid-centric area will get you 5 years in prison. It's 1 year per count. You did that 5 times. Rewarding and encouraging children to watch porn. So actually it's a 1 year sentence, yet you did it multiple times. Since it's not your first time, it becomes a felony. So therefore, now you're going to have to pay 3 years in prison for each charge, which is which would makes 6 years. So I just realized my light wasn't on. So you are also guilty of pedophilia, 4 counts of pedophilia, and that is death. We're going to give you death penalty 4 times. We're going to kill you 4 times. How we're going to do that is we're going to have a medical team on standby, and we are going to have a defibrillator, and every time we kill you, we're going to bring you back to life, and we're going to kill you again, bring you back to life again. And that's just how that's going to work. But don't worry, that's going to be a long time. You're going to have to spend all that time in prison first. Sexual abuse of an animal. You have 1 count of that. That's 1 year in prison. And I'm also going to give you a lifetime ban of owning any and all animals. And you're no longer allowed 150 feet from any SPCA or any other animal thing. You're not even allowed to watch those commercials that go, "In the arms of the angel." You're not even allowed to watch them. That's how banned you are from seeing animals. Heck, if you're even caught with a fly in your house, you're going straight to jail. Straight to jail. You are also guilty of 2 counts of attempted murder. 1st degree, for the first one, the drowning case, it's 1st degree attempted murder because you intentionally intended to have her jump in the water and evade the scene. So it's very clear that not only you had intention to have her jump in the water, but that you were going to evade the scene anyway. And then the second one, the paintball incident, is 10 years in prison, plus a lifetime ban of buying any and all projectile launcher weapons, including guns, pellet guns, BB guns, and even t-shirt cannons. The reason why I gave you a second degree on that one is because I don't think it was premeditated. It was just more of like a in the moment kind of thing. With the limited evidence I had when it comes to that 30-second TikTok video, I couldn't really tell whether or not you intentionally were going out to do that to people. 1 year in jail for your one count of assault with a $1,000 fine. Threatening violence is also 1 year fine, or 1 year in jail, $1,000 fine. Encouraging assault. Now, this one you have a choice. For encouraging assault, you can get 6 months in prison if you tell us who were involved. But if you don't tell us who's involved, we're going to actually raise your sentence to 2 years in prison. So, yeah, this is going to work the opposite. So in most courts, you're sentenced with something, but if you tell somebody or if you snitch, you get less. In this court, you're given the lower amount, but if you don't snitch, we raise it. So that's probably pretty confusing for you guys, so let me explain what my thought process is on that. So most prisons and most court systems will give you less time in prison if you snitch, but if you don't snitch, you just get your original time. I think that if you snitch, you get your original time, but if you don't snitch, we should add time. That's just my opinion. So that's how my court works. Because that's how court should be, really. If you really think about it. If you really want people to snitch, that's how you should do it. Fleeing the scene of a crime will get you 4 years in jail for each count. You have 3 counts of that, so it's 12 years in prison. And it's a $10,000 fine per charge. That's the highest sentence. And I think the only sentence it should be the highest sentence. So you get $10,000 in fines for that as well. So 3 counts of $10,000. It's $30,000 you're going to have to pay to the fine, to the court. Faking an emergency is going to get you 2 years in prison. Christian nationalism rules. So here's my final verdict. You are going to be going to prison for 211 and a half years. You're going to get the death penalty 4 times. And you are going to have to pay $486,120,000 to the court. Now, once again, this does not include the civil suit of the 45 counts or the 40 counts of harassment. That will be further. But like I said, the people you had harassed would have to come to me about that. So anyway, that's it. You're charged. Now get out of my courtroom. I hope you liked it. Give me your thoughts down below. I'm starting this new series on my channel where I take people who've committed crimes, who've either never been convicted of the crime, or there's a wrongful conviction of the crime, or just anything in general. So if you want me to judge a case, send me your case in the comments down below, and I will look into it. I'll study it. This is going to be my new series where I charge people with crimes. So anyways, yeah, I hope you liked it. Sorry I was late to this, by the way. This video was supposed to be out at 7 in the morning this morning, but I've been feeling super sick recently. So I just thank you guys for your patience with that one. I work a grueling schedule because I have to flip my sleep schedule every 2 days for my job, and it just sucks. So yeah, I just thank you guys for all the support that you guys give me. You guys are the best fan base on the planet. I appreciate you guys so much. So anyways, I will see you guys later. Peace.